Good morning, students. A warm welcome to all my dear students, and welcome back in our in the second semester. Now this is your second term. In the first term, complete we have completed section 1, and now here we are supposed to start with section 2 or part 2 in your second semester. Now you might have gone through the paper. So this paper pattern will be same for 9th and 10th standard. Okay, activity based questions will be there. Multiple choice questions were there. Then short examples were there. Then example based on skills were there. Example based means here example based on formulas were there. Okay, so you might have gone through your paper properly. You would have understood all these things. And now today we are going to start with lesson number 11, that is statistics. Now base of statistics already you had studied in your 8th standard. So first of all, what is statistics? Let us understand. So statistics actually it is a branch of maths which deals with the data representation or diagrammatic representation, data representation. All these things can be studied under statistics. Now here example is given. Let us take example to make some terms in statistics clear. The number of pages of a book Ninad read for 5 consecutive days were 60, 50, 54, 46 and 50. Now find the average number of pages he read every day. Consecutive means continuous. Consecutive means continuous. So continuously for 5 days he read a book, and some pages every day he has read. So those number of pages are shown. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the average number of pages he read every day. Okay. So last year he have studied average is equal to sum of all the scores upon total number of scores. So sum of all the scores means whatever score is given is 60 plus 50 plus 54 plus 46 plus 50 upon, this is the sum of all the scores, upon total number of score. So how much is the total number of score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for 5 consecutive days he was reading the books. So the total number of scores is 5. Okay. Sum of all the scores means whatever score is there, addition of all the score divided by number of score equal to 60 plus 50 plus 54 plus 46 plus 50 upon 5. Okay. So in this way, so equal to, so whatever is the total divided by 5, so that is called as an average. So average, or it is also called as an arithmetic mean. So it is equal to 240 divided by 5. 240 divided by 5 is equal to 5 fours are 20, 28. So every day he read how many pages? 28 pages. So the average number of pages read daily is 28. Okay. So here next one now. Now in this way, collecting information regarding certain problem or situation, analyzing this information, and after interpretation, drawing conclusion about this is a separate branch of knowledge, and this branch is known as statistics. So collecting information means what? Now if suppose the average temperature they are finding out, monthly average temperature. So what the meteorological department do? They record every day the temperature is recorded. For example, average temperature of the month of May is to be recorded. So what does this meteorological department do? They every day they record the temperature. So in May there are 31 days. So all the temperature divided by 31, that will give you the average temperature. So this is called as collecting information. Then after collecting information, they are analyzing. They are drawing their conclusion. So it means they are finding out the average temperature or rainfall. If suppose they have to find out annual rainfall, means this year what was the average rainfall. So what they will do, they will record the rainfall. They will record the rainfall throughout the rainy season, means through the month of June, July, August and September, suppose. So for the 4 months they will record the rainfall. That is called as collecting information. Then after recording, they will work on it. They will add, they will find, they will interpret it, and then they will draw the conclusion. So this all is included under statistics. So here we have seen the arithmetic mean. So here we have seen that is average of 60, 50, 54, 46 and 50 is 52. So here average is called as arithmetic mean, or it is also called as mean. Okay? Stay in statistical language. To find out the mean of the numerical data, we have to add all the scores and then divide the sum by total number of scores. So let us see the following. Now if suppose the marks obtained by 37 students of standard 8 in a test are given below. Find the mean of the data. Now here when the size of the data is more, or if suppose here if I have to find out the average marks scored by 8 students, what I have to do? If I follow the previous method, then I have to add all the marks of all the students divided by number of students. If suppose there are 82 students, then it is difficult to add the marks of 82 students. So instead of that, here one more method is there, that is tabular method. Means whatever data is given, this data is grouped, it is divided, it is written in the table form, and then it is interpreted and the mean is finded. So here the marks scored by 37 students is shown. Now let us see in what way we can find out the mean of the data. Now here to find out the mean of the data, here if you go on adding the scores of 37 students, it is a difficult work. So instead of that, we can simplify our work. We can make our work simple by making a table. So in this, the marks obtained are written. So the lowest mark is 2 and the highest mark is 10. So all the marks are 2, then 4, then 6, 8, 7, 3. So 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So in this way, write the numbers from 2 up to 10 are written. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now here tally marks are shown. Now what are tally marks? Now in this given score, 2 has occurred how many times? That we have to find out. So 2 has occurred only one time. Therefore tally mark is only 1. And therefore frequency is 1. Then 3. Now the another score is 3. Now 3 has also occurred only one time. In the whole score, if you go through the score, you will see that 3 has occurred only one time. Therefore, tally mark for 3 will be 1. Then see 4. Count 4. So 1, 2, here 3 and 4. So 4 and 5. So the score 4 has occurred 5 times. So 5 times, so it is shown. There are 4 lines and 1 line crossing all the 4 lines. This is a group of 5. So the score 4 has tally marks 5. So there are 4 vertical lines and 1 horizontal line crossing all this line that show that the score that is 5. Okay, because if suppose the score is 20, so in order to draw the horizontal 20 lines and keep on counting is a difficult work. Therefore here if you will understand that the score is 5, these tally marks are 5. Then see for 5 1 and 1 2. Then for 6 1 2 3 4 5. So score for 6 is also 5. So in this way, from the given data, from the given scores, you can find out 2 has occurred how many times. 2 has occurred one time, therefore tally mark is 1. 3 has occurred one time, therefore tally mark is 1. 4 has occurred 5 times, therefore tally marks are 5. 5 has occurred only 2 times, therefore tally marks are 2. and so on. So 6 has occurred 5 times, 7 has occurred 6 times. So 5, after writing 5, at some distance another tally mark you will show. So you will understand that 7 has occurred 6 times. Then 8 has occurred 5 times. 9 has occurred 5 plus 3, 8 times. 10 has occurred 4 times. Now whatever number of tally marks are there, that is also the frequency. So frequency is denoted by F1. So first column is of marks, that is scores. Xi, it is denoted by Xi. Then second column is of tally marks. Third column is number of students, that is the frequency. So here marks are shown. Marks we have written as a score, and how many times a particular mark has occurred, that is the frequency. So frequency, here two marks are scored by only one student. Three marks are also scored by only one student. Then 5 students have scored 4 marks. 2 students have scored 5 marks. 5 students have scored 6 marks. 6 students have scored 7 marks. And 8 students have scored 5 marks. 5 students have scored 8 marks. And 4 students have scored 10 marks. Understood, students? So frequency means how many students have scored 2 marks, 3 marks, in that way. So it is denoted by Fi. And the last column is Fi multiplied by Xi. Means frequency multiplied by score. Frequency multiplied by score. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. So 5 4s are 20. 2 5s are 10. 6 5s are 30. 7 6s are 42. 8 5s are 40. 9 8s are 72. 10 4s are 40. So all this should be added. All this Fi into Xi should be added. Now remember one thing, students. Here frequency, here number of students, that is the number of students, that is frequency. This total is 37. It is denoted by capital letter N. N is equal to 37. So this total number of frequencies should be equal to the total number of scores. Here the test was conducted for 37 students. Okay. Test was conducted. Marks obtained by 37 students are shown. No? Means number of students are 37. Therefore, total of frequencies should be 37. If your total of frequency is wrong, means you have to check the tally marks. Means something you have left or you have overscored. So that you have to check. Okay. So here N, total number of frequencies denoted by capital letter N, that is equal to 37. So here, and again total of Fi into Xi also you have to carry out. So total of Fi into Xi is 259. Now a symbol is shown, that is called as sigma. Sigma Fi into Xi. Sigma means sum of. Sum of Fi into Xi is equal to 259. This symbol is known as sigma, or it is also known as sum of. I think so in here. So now mean sorry, now mean can be calculated. Now mean is equal to sigma Fi into Xi upon N. Sigma means sum of. You can also read it as sum of Fi into Xi, or you can read it as sigma Fi into Xi upon N. That symbol denotes sigma or sum of. So equal to 259 upon 37 is equal to 7. So here what is the average marks scored by the students? At an average, the students have scored 7 marks. Okay, students? So in this way you can solve this table. Now why table is there? Because if the number of scores are more, then tabular form is used. If the number of scores are less, then you can find out by the usual method, that is sum of all the scores upon number of scores. Understood? Now next one. Guess steps are shown. Okay. And now here let us start with practice set number 11.1. But before this, na students, please go through the solved example. One more solved example is shown. Go through it. Now the following table shows the number of sapling planted by 30 students. The number of students are 30. Therefore, remember the total of the frequency should be equal to 30. Total of frequency should be equal to 30. N, capital N should be equal to 30. Remember this thing. Now fill in the boxes and find the average number of saplings planted by each students. So number of saplings are denoted, that is the score, it is denoted by xi. The number of students is a frequency, it is denoted by fi. Here tally marks, here direct the table is shown, and last column is fi into xi. So number of students are 4, number of sapling is 1, means 4 students have planted 1 sapling. Means 4 students have planted only one sapling. So 4 students have planted 1 sapling, means number of sapling will be 4, because each student have planted only 1 sapling. In this way 4 students have planted only 1 sapling each. Then 6 students have planted 2 sapling. यानी हर 6 बच्चे ऐसे, वो 6 बच्चों ने 2-2 झाड़ लगाए. एक बच्चे ने 2 झाड़, ऐसे 6 बच्चों ने कितने झाड़ लगाएंगे? 12. So 6 into 2 is 12. So here fi into xi will be 12. Then 12 students are such who has planted 3 saplings each. So 12 3s are 36. So here in the box there will be 36. And 8 students are there who has planted 4 saplings each. So 8 4s are 32. Now let us go through the example. Okay. So here number of saplings, number of students, fi into xi is also there. So here I told you 12, 36, 32. So n is equal to 30. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. So n is equal to 30. And sum of fi into xi is equal to 84. Now mean is equal to sigma fi into xi upon n is equal to 84 upon 30 is equal to 2.8. So therefore the average number of trees planted are 2.8. Means at an average 2.8 trees are planted by each child. Okay. Then second one. The table shows the electricity in units used by 25 families of Eklahara village in a month of May. Complete the table and answer the following questions. Okay. Now your electricity used in units means 30 units are used by 7 families. Means 7 families are such who has used 30 units in the month of May. Then 2 families are there who has used 45 units of electricity. 8 families are there who has used 60 units of electricity in the month of May. 5 families are there who has used 75 units of electricity in the month of May. And 3 families are there who has used 90 units of electricity in the month of May. Okay. Now let us find out fi into xi. We have to write down the answer. How many families use 45 units? Okay, 45 units are used by how many families? See, the frequency of 45 is 2. So 2 families are used for 45 units electricity. State the score, the frequency of which is 5. See, frequency 5, which is the score? Score is 75. First column xi is of score, remember. So 5, where frequency is 5, and there the score is 75. Find n and sigma fi into xi. N you can directly calculate, na? 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. 17 plus 5 is 22. And 22 plus 3 is 25. See, your families are 25. Therefore, n should be equal to 25. So, n is how much? 25. Without calculating also, in the question only if you read, you will understand that is the number of families are 25. and sigma fi into xi now we are going to find out, and mean also we are going to find out. Now look over here. So so sigma fi into xi is equal to 1425. Your xi into fi is being multiplied, and the product is finded, and sum of all the product is 1425. Now let us calculate the mean. Mean is equal to sigma xi into fi upon n equal to 1425 upon 25 is equal to 57. So here at an average 57 units are used by each family in the month of May. Okay students, followed? And now third one. The number of members in 40 families in Bihar are as follows. So number of members in each family is shown in Bihar. Prepare a frequency table and find a mean of 40 of members of 40 families. Okay. So number of members and number of families are shown. So number of members, there are 2 families who has only 1 member. Now here actually telemarks are not shown, but I urge you to write down the telemarks also, please, because of telemarks only you will understand where you have gone wrong. So 2 families have only 1 member, 8 families have only 2 members, 7 families has 3 member, 8 families have 4 member, 7 families are such who has only 5 members, and 6 families are such who has only 6 members, and 2 families have 7 members. Okay. Now here sigma xi into fi, here n is equal to 40 because 40 number of families are 40. So find out sigma fi into xi. 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16, 7 3s are 21, 8 4s are 32, 5 7s are 35, 6 6s are 36, 7 2s are 14. Now if you add fi into xi, it is equal to 156. Therefore sigma fi into xi upon n is equal to 156 upon 40 equal to 3.9. So at an average 40 families have 3.9 members. Okay. So in this way you can solve the examples. And now see students, 4th example has been deleted from your syllabus. So only 3 examples are there. Now write down all these examples in your classwork. You have to solve for assignment. Now see here, your assignment is there. For assignment, now special assignment I am not going to give you. You have to solve your whole question paper again, where in your classwork you will solve the complete paper, first semester exam paper in your classwork, and then you will click the photos through scanner or through whatever your PDF you will prepare, and you will upload it on the Gmail. Don't upload it on our group. Okay. So next lecture we will continue then.